Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Beanie Boy, not Dave Meltzer, but your fave Meltzer, the South African Wrestling Observer. Welcome back to yet another Stomp Wrestling video. As you can see, I got the whole crew with me. First and foremost, I got Mr. No Days Off, Mr. WrestleDrop. Then I've got Mr. MKH Wrestling. And finally, filtered, unfiltered, maybe it's not even him, I've got Mr. MPKH. And today we're discussing something that is hot in the wrestling community, something that is to be discussed, especially after the Worlds Collide pay-per-view that NXT brought to us just last week. We're here to discuss who on earth on the NXT roster is ready for the big jump. Who on the NXT roster is ready for the main roster, SmackDown and Raw. Boys, first and foremost, what a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
What a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
Worlds Collide, 5 stomps. Okay, maybe not 5, but like at least 4. At least 4 stomps. At least 4 stomps. But it was a great pay-per-view, and it left us wondering what's next for many of the superstars we saw on the card. So, I want to hear from you, gentlemen. Which NXT superstar currently on NXT 2.0 is ready for the main roster? I think I'm going to go with the way it looks on my side, and that is Mr. WrestleDrop first. Give us a name, man. Give us a name.
Well, firstly, I just want to preference or start the video by saying there's a lot of these people have been in NXT 2.0 for so long now that I think there's so many names. Because we haven't seen many call-ups. We haven't seen many at all. So I think there's so many names that are ready. I'm going to throw one out there. Someone probably everyone's going to say, but Carmelo Hayes, he's ready.
Yeah.
I know everyone's going to say it, but we'll start off with the obvious choices and then work our way down.
Sounds solid. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
Especially the next person who I'm going to ask, Mr. MPKH. I know he's a big Hayes fan, because when Melo shoot, Melo don't miss.
Don't miss.
Melo don't miss. So,
Don't miss.
Mr. MPKH, who you got besides Melo?
Man, you guys already know I love Melo, and that was my answer. But yeah, Melo is definitely my number one choice. Who would I say is ready for the main roster? I'm gonna go with the tag team per se, and it may be a little early, but with the way I've seen, they're proven and they can cope with the big dogs. So I'm gonna say the Creed brothers.
Ooh.
The Creed brothers.
Ooh. And I've been banging on about my theory of putting them with Jack
They should-
Gable. So I'm
They
down for
should-
that.
They should actually bring the whole Diamond Mind in the main roster. Project Strong, the leader. That strong woman and the Crip brothers also
Strong
to the main
woman.
roster. All of
That's strong.
I stop it. Just move it.
Ivy Nile
That's
is
the
who you
one.
mean. I don't think some of them are ready though. I don't think
I
Ivy
don't
Nile's
even
ready.
think Roderick Strong would fit on the main roster.
Nah,
And
nah.
that may be a hot take, but I don't think Roddy is.
It's not a
Listen,
Roddy
main roster
is
type.
NXT. Yeah,
Listen,
he's an NXT champion material. I don't think main roster though.
if he's if the undisputed that was still in WWE, would we see him in the main roster? Would you guys like to see Roger Strong in the main
That's a
roster?
different story. As the Undisputed Era, I could have seen it.
I wanted to see him in the main roster before he joined the Undisputed Era. I wanted to see him in the main
I just
roster.
think he wants to leave NXT. I mean, he wants to leave WWE anyway. He put in that he wanted that release a couple months ago, and they denied it. So putting him on the main roster might not be an option because he might leave anyway. So I just think
But
Which is
with
why-
the
I mean,
If you put the
he's
Creeds
so old
up,
for NXT.
nah,
forget
NXT
Skate.
is
you
not
need
about
you need some. We've had this discussion a couple times. Whole bunch of youngsters on an NXT roster helps nobody. Why do you think they bring Dolph Ziggler down, Natalia down, all these names down? It's to help the young guys. So Roderick Strong being there helps all the young guys.
But the thing is, he's been there in NXT for so long.
Bro, do you understand how long some people were in NXT? Johnny
How
Gargano
long?
never wanted to go to the main roster in the first place. How long was he there?
Because of-
Ciampa didn't want to go to the
Because
main roster in the first place.
Vince McMahon was gonna kill him in the main roster. He was gonna bury him in the main roster,
I get
just like
that.
he did to Thomas Ciampa.
I get that. but
They
it's
changed
just-
his name.
Some
They
people don't
cut
need
his
to go
name off.
Some people don't need to go up.
Agreed.
That means they're not gonna be remembered in WWE. Like some people, don't forget. some
Roderick
people,
Strong won't
they
be
only
remembered
watch Raw
on the main
and
roster. I'm
SmackDown.
telling you now.
Some people they don't watch NXT. They only watch Raw and SmackDown. That's all. NXT is a developmental brand. Don't forget that. Nay.
Which is on TV. A developmental brand which is on TV, which means eyes are on it. Which means you need some people to
But not
constantly
lot of
be
people
on the
watch
show.
NXT when NXT was the black and gold era. There was some era
Yeah,
at the time.
let's move on. Roderick Strong, if he goes up, he goes up.
I think who I would move up, and I think it was teased a few weeks ago, with them leaving in a car together. And
Yes.
I think Mr. WrestleDrop mentioned it, that they could be on their way to SmackDown or even Raw. Legado del Fantasma.
Bro,
I feel like they would tear it up, especially
Bro.
Santos. I mean, Santos is an elite superstar.
Oh, bro,
Santos
he's
could
so
hang
good.
with most people on the main roster. So I
So
feel like I would definitely move up the entire group, and Santos, in his excellence, elevates Joaquin Wild and what's his name?
that guy.
Raul Mendoza.
That guy.
That guy.
Raul Mendoza, yes,
You know
sir. Yes, sir. So
I know I'm-
definitely Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah. I know I'm talking a
Alright.
lot, but you know what I think we've said it before. I think I saw a tweet on it. And now with Dom being in Judgment Day, just team them up
Yeah,
with Ray.
with Ray.
Team them
Yeah.
up with Ray against Judgment Day. Just for a bit, and then they can go do their own thing. Because they were
And
so
I think that also,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much. I don't think I would see that. Not to say
Right.
that it's a bad thing, but what would it correlate to really?
they were so over as
Or-
faces at the end of the NXT run. That's my thought process. Those Legado chants were so over. So my thought is if Ray brings them in, that could help. And WWE's always looking to try break into different markets and this and that. And they always do it wrong by having a heel Indian guy or a heel Asian guy or whatever the case is. And they make them heels and bad guys, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So bring them in as faces, break into that Mexican market like they want to do. So I could see that happening.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean,
Guess I didn't. See
it's
that. Guess I didn't see that.
like like I said, their leader, Santos, is a great superstar, but
Oh.
it's very difficult to get a higher praise or a higher echelon than being sided with Rey Mysterio.
That's one
So I
thing.
feel like even for the majority who don't watch NXT, who don't really know what Legado is all about, or who even Santos is, I feel like if Ray is the one to bring them out and he works with them for, like you're saying, a few months, it doesn't have to be something permanent. Then I think that really elevates them, not only as a single superstar, but as an entire stable. Because that, from Ray, it runs over to Santos, and from Santos, it runs over to the other two. So I feel like it really could work. It
Yeah.
could, if it's booked properly, which Triple H is proving to be very good at. So, could happen.
All right,
Good
so I wanted to bring up something. So we've established single stars, we've established tag teams. Let's talk about and factions. Let's talk about the ladies. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
ladies now.
So
Who do we without and we know the obvious answer,
Yeah.
but let's try and avoid that. So which women's wrestler would you want to see on the main roster? Let me
Okay.
start off with Wrestling Observer. Let's see. Who would you want to see in the main roster?
Damn.
Other than Toxic,
I
it'd
feel
be
like-
difficult.
Yeah,
Continue.
That's
Nikita
the-
Lyon.
because
Okay.
the obvious answer is obviously Mandy Rose,
Yeah.
but we're not going there. I feel like
Tell us.
Caden Carter and Casey, having been around for as long as they have, I think they're an established female tag team, which is something that WWE is lacking right now. So I feel like they'd fit like a glove onto the main roster. You could even give them, bro, the women's tag team championships. I wouldn't mind that.
You guys-
because they're a tag team with reputation. They're a tag team that have worked together. And they've been on NXT for so long, bro. So I feel like they're ready for that jump.
You guys know I already love those two, so that was
Definitely.
You guys are trying to upset me here. Go back and watch our predictions. I said let WrestleDrop and Nikki ASH win so that they can go to the main roster. So they can go to the
But
main
they
roster.
lost.
And yes, I get that. But I said so that they can go to the main roster and run it as a tag team, an established tag team. And you guys said no, they're not ready.
Yeah.
And here you saying they're ready.
I
But
didn't
I
say
mean,
that.
they needed the win
One
against
win.
WrestleDrop and Nikki ASH to show that they can hang with a tag team on the main
Do you remember
roster.
anything from that match?
Come on, that
Well,
wasn't-
no, but
Exactly. So it made no
They
difference.
beat mainstays on the main
Nah,
roster.
nah,
bro.
you guys are making me angry here, bro.
Nah, don't get upset. They beat mainstays on the main roster. And
Nah,
I
I
mean,
get
if
it, I
you
get
have
it.
any questions about them hanging with superstars on the main roster, the best way to answer that question is to let them beat mainstays on the main
Nah, I
roster.
get it. I get it. I'm just
That's how I feel.
got flashbacks, bro. That's
No,
all.
I get you. Fair.
Seeing as
Fair point.
WrestleDrop is a little bit eager and disappointed in that answer, who would you want to see?
I don't know because I don't see anybody other than Toxic. Like Roxanne and Cora, I want them to run it out on NXT for a while. Let them
They
be
can
the,
carry NXT.
let them
yeah.
be the Ciampa and Gargano of this NXT.
Yes, of NXT. Women's
That's what I'm
division.
thinking for them for now. Someone
They can
like
definitely carry
Zoe
it.
Stark when she's back from injury, she could be someone. She's kind of main roster. She's got the main roster vibe about her.
Oh,
that could
Sicelo's
work.
favorite,
Could
Nikita Lyons. She could be ready.
yeah.
No,
Yes,
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Kicks.
No.
You wanna keep it to
Not
yourself on NXT.
I wanna keep it there until I'm the only one watching NXT.
Oh, in the main roster, so what's one?
So
Good.
other than Toxic, I really don't know.
Mulalo, who do you say? Who do you say?
Sarai, the Japanese. Hello.
Yeah, we're
Everybody
listening.
can hear me.
Yeah, carry on.
okay.
Carry on.
I'm saying Sarai, the Japanese man.
Why?
The Japanese woman. Because
Why?
she's good. Why is laughing, guys?
No,
She has
no, no.
talent. Finish, ne? Like not everybody pays attention to her. Like
Exactly.
she's not brought up a lot and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm not saying she's bad and stuff like that. She's
Have
good.
you watched her work in the UK? Have you watched NXT UK?
I don't know. I'm not talking about this NXT UK, man. I'm not talking about this old woman, man. I'm saying Sarai, man.
Yes,
The young Japanese.
she's been on
Have you-
NXT UK.
Yo.
Making
guys
us
are-
All right.
Anyway.
But
I'll
yeah,
send you
so
the picture
I
of
agree
the
with you.
video
We
which
know
I'm
who you're
talking
talking
about.
about. We know who you're talking about, bro. She's been on
I'm not
NXT
talking about
UK for a while.
that old. I'm not talking about that old woman, man.
Oh yeah, I get you. That
Nah, we get
Sarai
it.
would
We get it.
Sarai would be nice on the main roster. That would be nice.
Okay.
But if you had to ask me, and this is a bit of a stretch, but I'm surprised nobody's saying this, but I think she's ready. If they decide, give her a few rivalries. Don't give her a championship. Just give her a few rivalries and see what she can do. I think Indy Hartwell would easily
Ooh,
be
yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should she actually join the main roster with Candice LeRae if she comes back.
Oh yeah.
That's a big if.
I see that.
But yeah,
I really like
surprised
it.
nobody said Indy Hartwell.
I
She can
completely
actually
forgot about
join.
it. I think she'll
Yeah,
She can
Indy-
actually join. Yeah, she could actually join Mr. Dexter Loomis in the main roster.
That's what I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Yes, she can actually help Dexter Loomis do his dirty job for him.
I was gonna say she'll probably be there sooner than later with this whole Dexter Loomis situation.
Oh yeah, because Indy, like, she can go at it.
Yeah.
She's probably not the best talker, but her in-ring skills and her character is pretty dope.
I like Indy. I like Indy.
But yeah, she's definitely got the potential to succeed there, especially with Triple H and Stephanie.
I'd take her 10 times over Aaliyah, but anyway.
Yeah.
This is boring.
I think you all would.
Okay. We got some Aaliyah haters here, so yeah. But we're gonna try and see if we can make who should be demoted to NXT, which we'll talk about at another day.
Just make a list of top 10 and put them all as Aaliyah. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I think we've established WrestleDrop's hatred for Aaliyah. So
he's anti-Aaliyah.
Yeah.
We see it. So are there any other names that you guys would like to throw in there? Just
I think there's a lot of
in
names.
general.
Yeah. Breaker.
Yes,
of course.
That's also another.
Yeah.
And also, who's this guy? Also, Joe Gracie. Also.
Nah, Joe Gracie can disappear as well. He can go.
Why? Does he suck?
He's terrible.
Why
he's a poor man's Bray Wyatt, bro.
What did he do to y'all?
He's a poor man's Bray Wyatt. You gotta admit.
This is a man that called Bray Wyatt overrated. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So I call Bray Wyatt overrated. So what do you expect me to think of Gacy?
Bro.
Nah, I'm here for smoke today, boys. I'm here for smoke. I'm
not happy.
Damn.
I'm not too sure about Gacy. He's got good character work for what he's given, but I think he'd drown in the main roster. I really feel like he'd drown. Him and his character would drown, and he'd find himself in a position where he'd need to change character or change gimmicks rather.
And just free the
like
young veterans from him, please.
Yeah.
Just free them from his. I don't know. He's basically.
They're a very good tag team. They're an excellent tag.
There's actually two names. Oh wait, no, there's three that I've got.
Yeah.
One, it's Tyler Bate, but that's if Triple H wants to put him up to the main roster as quick as possible. That's if. But I'd say Tyler Bate would be
as Tyler Bate, and not as Rufus or someone else.
Which is friend.
No.
Which is friend.
The second one, it's and you guys are gonna have to excuse me for mispronouncing his surname, but I say JD
McDonough.
Something. Yeah.
McDonough,
yeah. JD McDonough would do so good in the main roster as well.
Yeah. To be honest though, people like Tyler Bate and JD McDonough, I think they would be. It would do them well to be on NXT for a while. Tyler Bate needs an NXT World Championship reign. That's what he needs. After that match with Braun, I've decided he needs that now. So yeah, Tyler Bate I think would be suited to stay there for a while. After that match with Braun Breaker, I think he deserves an NXT title run for sure. Like that match was so good. The way he got the crowd so hyped for him. Braun was basically the heel in that match. Nobody wanted Braun to win by the end of that in the crowd. So Tyler Bate did what he was meant to do there. And McDonough, I think he's got some character work to work on there, because this is a new character for him. He was similar but not the same. So I think let him evolve, let him get an NXT North American Championship title reign and go from there. That's what I think.
All right. And here's my third one, and I've talked about him for so long. But if you want to get some nuclear heat, bring in Grayson Waller. Oh boy, bring in Grayson Waller.
He's quality when it comes to his gimmick. He makes you hate him. He makes you want to hate. Really, just want to hate the guy. And I feel like as a heel, a mid-card heel, he could hang. He really could hang.
Yeah. You could almost liken him to The Miz in a way.
Definitely.
Not the greatest in the ring,
yeah.
but they can make you hate him so much.
Oh yeah, he's similar to Austin Theory in my opinion.
Yeah,
the only difference
exactly
between
who I look at him like. Yeah.
The only difference between the two, Austin Theory is a better wrestler than Grayson, and Grayson is better on the mic.
It's
That's
like
the way I
it's
look
like
at
the young
think-
Miss Christian.
I think Theory is underrated on the mic, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want
Except
to
last
see.
week's promo.
I also
Yeah.
want to see. Okay, let me do this. I also want to see Axiom, aka A Kid, in a main roster.
Bro, I don't even think he's had a match on NXT.
He had a match with Sao.
Like one or two, maybe. I don't think he's ready. That's just my opinion. But if you think so,
He should actually win the mid card championship, mid card title.
in NXT or main roster,
Don't forget main roster. Also in NXT. Don't forget he's a good wrestler.
yeah, I'm sure he is. But I don't think the gimmick is gonna work too well on the main roster. But that's just
But
my
is it
opinion.
a-
Name itself. Yeah, but it's opinion.
But yeah.
So
These are all
yeah.
It's
opinions.
like a super, a mythic superhero gimmick.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's but if you say he can work out, I can somewhat see it, just not yet, but have him stay in NXT for a bit, then sure, why not? But I think if there's any more names you guys want to mention, if not, I guess that's it.
Yeah,
for
I think
us.
that
Well,
that rounds it
Wait,
up.
one
I
more,
mean,
one more that we haven't mentioned
Yeah.
before this video ends. Cameron Grimes.
Oh, oh,
Mm.
oh, boy.
He should be in the main roster.
Cameron Grimes.
To the
boy.
main roster. He
How
should
did I-
be there.
I didn't
How
think you guys
did-
were gonna go so
okay.
crazy for him, to be honest. I was
Bro.
kind of hoping you guys would hate on him because I'm not a huge fan.
How
Neither
dare
am
you
I.
say that about
hence I'm quiet.
Bro, those leg slaps get to me. The guy will do
Okay,
a
that's the
clothesline
thing.
and leg slap. Like, what's going on?
That's
Calm
the
down.
one thing that irritates me. But yeah, I've seen the guy as Trevor Lee when he was in Impact.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
as good as it
Yeah.
got for him, I feel. You could have moved him up on the main roster as Trevor Lee. Cameron Grimes is NXT material for me.
Yeah.
He's
he is like. That's
I mean,
all
he's
him.
got the experience. He's got the experience of working on a big stage, which could do him well on the main roster. So that could help him.
Yeah.
But Cameron Grimes, no, I don't see it.
And
I
we know
don't
you
see it.
you have beef with him on your Percy career mode on your channel. So
Oh yeah. Nah, but
Could be
Grimes-
that.
Nah,
Could
but
be that.
I know Triple H will make it work with Cameron Grimes.
You could.
I
You
know.
could.
Also, another person that could make it, lost person, and if they want to make him into a breakout star, a single star after breaking up with Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams is your guy.
He should be in the main roster with Carmelo Hayes, in my opinion.
yeah, I think keep him with Carmelo on the main
Yeah.
roster.
Yes.
Let them
Uh,
run.
Make
sounds-
him
I'm not saying they need to split up now, but somewhere down the line, if you
Yeah.
want to make him like, if you want to build him up like how you built Raquel when she was breaking out, won the NXT title, and Dakota Kai got jealous. I say do that with Trick.
That could work.
That you got money with.
That could work. I like it.
But actually,
I see it. I see
the
it.
main roster, those things. Bring him
I
with
think-
Carmelo in the main roster. Make them tag team champions. And then down the line, if they lost the tag team champions, then Carmelo Hayes he can win the singles title. And then he will get jealous of him.
Yeah, I could see it.
That could work. That would actually work. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I think right now in like 2022 September, whatever the date is, it's difficult to see Carmelo without Trick. But I feel
Yeah.
like a few months down the line, or a few years even down the line, you'll start to identify Trick as someone who can hold their own. The same way you do with Montez and Angelo. Like Montez is most likely to succeed, but Angelo could also do very well as a single superstar. So I think it gets to that point where you see both instead of just one. And I think with Trick, it could be the exact same thing on the main roster. So I see it. I definitely see it.
most definitely.
All right. I think that rounds it up. If you've got any NXT superstars you want to see move up to the main roster. Let us know in the comments below. There's someone we missed. If there's a team, a stable, a female, a male that we missed, let us know in the comments below. But other than that, don't forget not to click off the video before you've stomped on that like button. Before you've stomped, if you haven't already, on that subscription button. And if you want to know every time the Stomp Boys are in town, stomp on that bell icon and you'll be notified every time we post. As for today though, that is a wrap from us. That was the superstars we feel can move from NXT 2.0 to the main roster. It has been your boy, the Beanie Boy, the South African Wrestling Observer, with my crew, the most elite South African wrestling content creators, Mr. MPKH, Mr. MKM Wrestling, and Mr. WrestleDrop. And that has been just too sweet.